They were one of the most dangerous strike partnerships in Premier League history. It played a pivotal role in Manchester United's historic treble-winning 1999 season.
Andy Cole, Dwight, Yorke, of course. They will certainly have their share of screen time in Manchester United's Amazon original documentary titled 99, and they took some time to talk about that legendary season and more at tonight's premiere.
You two were an amazing duo on the pitch. I was trying to think of an original question, and I don't have any, and I apologise for that. So let's talk about chemistry between strikers. 99, we saw amazing things that you two do. Have you ever managed to figure out what it was between you both? Start with you, Andrew.
Oh, a little bit of luck. A little bit of luck, a bit of good fortune. Yeah, I know. I think me and Yorke are still trying to work it out now. You know, we were just blessed. You know, to be able to have that kind of partnership that's still spoken about today, for what he achieved, obviously in Europe, but as well as the Premiership for many years as well. So I'm still very proud of it, and no doubt Dwight is as well.
It's some bread of love, isn't it? The bread of love that helps, and we become really good friends on and off the pitch. And you know, Coley had to buy his time in that period of time. You know, with the other strikers involved, with Teddy and Ollie, and even Giggsy at my partner at time, but. You know, he's been showing his patience, and you know, it's detriment to him as a personality. He could have easily walked away. Decided to stay and fight, and I think it's the best decision. It turned out to be the best thing that ever happened in the history of the football club at the moment. So yeah, it's all good.
That's some statement, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and we say it as it is. There's no, you know, no animosity there at all. It's just, you know, we won the treble, and so that's the reason why.
Do you get a chance to stop and think about it? Because, you know, football's moving all the time. Do you get a moment to actually reflect on what you guys achieve?
For me personally, not really. You know, I think the only time I actually thought about it, you know, and got a little bit sentimental about it, when we was going through the COVID period, and obviously me being indoors, shielding and that, and had the opportunity to watch the last game of the season against Tottenham, and you know, I think you start reminiscing from there. You know, because when you're in it, you don't enjoy it as much as you should do, because you're thinking about, right, we've got to move on. Come next season, we're going to do the same thing again, and that didn't happen. So having the opportunity now to think about it, you see all this treble, and yeah, it brings those juices flowing again.
Dwight?
Yeah, listen, I don't think I could say much. You get to reflect now. This is a reflection on the success that we had accomplished, and the first British team to have done that in for the first time. So this is a way of celebrating it. This is a way of bringing everybody together, sharing our individual story as to why collectively we've been so strong in achieving it. And obviously that stemmed from the manager all the way down to the players. But it's, you know, this is a moment of just sitting back now, enjoying. You never take time out to really reflect on the success that we had back then, and this will give us that moment to really soak it all in.
When you look at the current team now and you think back to the side that you had, when there's a lot of talk about culture, for example, I mean, what do you think between you both is not quite working at Manchester United at the moment?
Chemistry, it's just not happening. We are not in a good place as a football club at the moment, and for whatever reason there's many of questions but with very little answers, unfortunately, and so there's not much we can do. We just a little bit sad by the way where we are as a football club, and I know there is some changes yet, but we are long away from where we want to be in terms of competing for the Premier League again, and it's kind of hard to watch to see how far where we've been as a team to where we are now. It's very painful in that sense.
Andrew?
I'll concur with Yorke. I think obviously the time we played and the dressing room that we had, you know, it was big characters, but we all want the same thing. You know, we all brought into it. Yeah, every now and then we fall out with each another, but we knew we was a band of brothers. We wanted to win and compete, and that's exactly what we did.